It's Sunday afternoon. A 64-year-old woman sits down at her daughter's house for a family barbecue. As everyone laughs and talks, she reaches for a grilled fish fillet, something she's always believed to be one of the healthiest meals on the plate. Fish is brain food, right? That's what she's been told for decades. But what she doesn't know is that this particular fish is now filled with contaminants, mercury, toxins, and chemicals that her aging body can no longer detox as effectively as it once did. By the time you reach your 60s, your body changes. Your kidneys filter slower, your liver isn't as efficient, and your immune system is more sensitive to foreign invaders, including the ones hiding in so-called healthy foods like seafood. The result? What used to help your heart and brain may now be silently harming you. Many people over 60 continue eating fish without realizing the silent damage it can do. But not all seafood is bad. In fact, the right kinds can be powerful allies for your heart, bones, brain, and joints. That's why in this video, we're breaking down the 4 worst seafoods you should avoid completely after 60 and the 4 healthiest, safest options you can enjoy with confidence. Seafood is often labeled as one of the best choices for protein, omega-3s, and essential minerals. But not all seafood is equal, especially in today's world. What used to be clean and wild is now often farmed, chemically treated, and packed with contaminants like heavy metals, PCBs, and microplastics. This is especially harmful for older adults who may already be dealing with high blood pressure, reduced liver function, or slower kidney detox. The key is choosing the right kinds because when done right, seafood can provide nutrients that actually fight aging, strengthen the heart, and protect your memory. 4 worst seafoods to avoid after 60. Tilefish. A mercury nightmare. Tilefish might sound fancy, but for older adults, it's one of the worst choices you could make. It contains some of the highest mercury levels of any fish sold commercially. And mercury isn't just a mild concern, it's a powerful neurotoxin. Over time, regular consumption of mercury can interfere with your nervous system, leading to symptoms like memory loss, mood swings, numbness in the hands and feet, tremors, and even heart rhythm problems. For people over 60, mercury exposure is especially dangerous. Your body's ability to filter out heavy metals declines, which means mercury accumulates faster in tissues, the brain, and vital organs. That's why agencies like the FDA and EPA recommend avoiding tilefish altogether, especially for older adults. No matter how it's prepared, it's not worth the risk. There are far better fish to eat that won't come with such toxic baggage. Farmed Atlantic salmon, the polluted imitation. Salmon has long been praised as one of the healthiest fish for heart and brain health, but that's only true when the salmon is wild. Farmed Atlantic salmon is a different product entirely. These salmon are raised in cramped underwater cages, fed genetically modified feed, and treated with antibiotics to prevent disease in unsanitary conditions. The result is a fish that looks healthy but is loaded with chemical pollutants, especially PCBs and dioxins. These toxins are known to disrupt hormones, increase cancer risk, and weaken your immune system. The nutritional profile also takes a hit. Unlike wild salmon, which is full of anti-inflammatory omega-3s, farmed salmon contains more inflammatory omega-6 fats, which can worsen arthritis, increase joint pain, and contribute to heart disease in older adults. If you're eating salmon for its benefits, make sure it's clearly labeled wild caught and preferably from Alaska. Otherwise, farmed salmon can quietly undo the very health benefits you're trying to achieve. Imported farmed shrimp, toxic and unregulated shrimp, is the most consumed seafood in the United States, but most people have no idea that the vast majority of it, over 90%, is imported from countries with almost no enforcement of food safety regulations. Countries like India, Thailand, and Vietnam raise shrimp in overcrowded ponds where bacteria and disease run rampant. To control these problems, shrimp farms frequently rely on antibiotics, pesticides, and even banned chemicals, some of which have been linked to cancer, hormone disruption, and liver toxicity. Older adults are particularly vulnerable to these contaminants. A weaker gut barrier, reduced liver function, and slower metabolism make it harder for your body to flush out toxins. And because many of these chemicals are heat-resistant, cooking the shrimp doesn't remove them. If you love shrimp, your best option is to buy U.S.-sourced, wild-caught shrimp or traceable shrimp from certified sustainable farms. Otherwise, imported farmed shrimp is a gamble that's just not worth taking. King mackerel, too much mercury. King mackerel is another fish that's rich in protein and omega 3s, but unfortunately, it's also rich in mercury, and that's a deal breaker for seniors. Mercury builds up in fish that are large and live long lives. King mackerel, which grows large and lives for years, is a prime example. As a result, it carries mercury concentrations high enough to pose serious health risk to people of all ages, but especially those over 60. Excess mercury can impair memory, increase fatigue, cause tingling sensations in the limbs, and contribute to long-term heart strain. If you already have hypertension, high cholesterol, or kidney concerns, mercury exposure can worsen your condition. The better alternative? Choose smaller, shorter-lived fish like Atlantic or Spanish mackerel, which offer the same nutrients with far less risk. 4. Best seafoods to eat after 60. Wild-caught Alaskan salmon, the anti-aging superfood. Unlike its farmed cousin, wild-caught Alaskan salmon is one of the cleanest and most powerful superfoods available, especially for aging adults. It's rich in two powerful omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA, which are crucial for brain function, heart health, and fighting inflammation. These nutrients are particularly beneficial in preventing age-related cognitive decline, lowering triglycerides, improving blood flow, and supporting emotional health. What sets wild salmon apart even more is its concentration of astaxanthin, a rare antioxidant that gives the fish its vibrant pink color. Astaxanthin has been shown to protect skin from aging, improve endurance, and reduce joint pain. Seniors who eat salmon regularly often report better memory, improved mood, and more energy. Eating just 2 servings a week can help reduce your risk of heart disease, protect against macular degeneration, and even improve sleep quality. Always check that it's labeled wild caught and preferably from Alaskan waters. Sardines, the bone and brain protector. Sardines are small, inexpensive, and often underestimated, but they're one of the best foods you can eat after 60. Why? Because they're a rare source of calcium, vitamin D, phosphorus, and selenium, all of which work together to maintain strong bones, support immune function, and regulate your thyroid. As you age, your bones naturally lose density, increasing the risk of fractures. Sardines offer a natural way to counteract that, especially since you eat the soft bones with the fish. They're also packed with B12 and omega-3 fatty acids, which play a vital role in keeping your nervous system functioning properly. Low B12 levels are common in older adults and can lead to fatigue, poor memory, and even depression. Including sardines in your diet just a few times a week helps fill that gap and gives your brain the fuel it needs to stay sharp. Plus, sardines are low in mercury and high in flavor, making them one of the safest and most nutrient-dense choices around. Oysters, the mineral-rich longevity food. If there's one seafood that's criminally underrated, it's oysters. These little shellfish are packed with zinc, an essential mineral that plays a critical role in immune function, wound healing, and hormone balance. Zinc deficiency becomes more common with age and can lead to issues like delayed healing, frequent infections, and even low libido. Just a few oysters can provide your full daily zinc requirement. Oysters are also high in selenium, a mineral that supports thyroid function and antioxidant defense. They're a rich source of vitamin B12, iron, and omega-3s, all of which support brain health, red blood cell production, and inflammation control. And unlike some other seafoods, oysters are extremely low in mercury, making them a safe and smart choice. Enjoy them grilled, steamed, or raw. Just be sure they come from clean, reputable sources. Rainbow trout, gentle, clean, and nutrient-packed. Rainbow trout is one of the best fish for older adults who want a mild-tasting, nutrient-rich option that's easy to digest. It's high in protein, omega-3s, potassium, and B vitamins, all essential for energy, cardiovascular function, and cognitive support. Trout also contains healthy amounts of selenium and phosphorus, which help maintain strong bones and protect against oxidative stress. Most rainbow trout available in the U.S. is responsibly farmed in freshwater systems with tight environmental controls, making it one of the cleanest and safest farmed fish available. Its soft texture and light flavor also make it ideal for those who may have dental issues or trouble digesting denser proteins. And if you're ever unsure, check seafood advisories for your region or talk to your healthcare provider, especially if you have chronic conditions like kidney disease or are on multiple medications. If you found this video helpful, let us know in the comments. And if you're ever unsure, check seafood advisories for your region or talk to your healthcare provider.